Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? All right, so um, hold on, let me put my headphones in. Okay, so when it comes to eighth house, um, so this is gonna be called eighth house borrowed time. So when you are in the eighth house situation, like I'm gonna be transparent. I live in someone else's house, and I don't have to pay no rent and no utilities. So I have a whole house to myself, and I don't have no rent for free. I don't have no rent and no utilities to pay. So all I have is myself. And one thing that Spirit told me is that you are on borrowed time. So you don't have the luxury of saying, "Oh, I'm not going to become all that I can." You don't have the luxury of saying, "Oh, I'm going to talk to you for 4 or 5 hours." Like in other words, when I'm at my parents' house. When I was at my parents' house 4 or 5 years ago, 3 4 years ago, I had the luxury of saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna make a sale today." I had the luxury of saying, "I'm not gonna make any money this week." I had the luxury of saying, um, "I'm not gonna take massive action in my business." I had the luxury of saying, um, um, "I'm not gonna create. I'm gonna procrastinate on my dreams." When I'm on this borrowed time that I'm in this house for 3 4 months, even as a nomad, I don't have the luxury of saying I'm not going to make any money this week because it affects me if I pay rent or if I pay my phone bill or um if I build my brand or if I whatever. I don't have the luxury anymore, and I'm realizing that more and more every day. I don't have the luxury to procrastinate. Procrastination is a luxury, and I think that's what procrastination really comes from. I think procrastination things comes from the luxury of time that you think you have. And one thing that a Virgo told me is like, "Yo, you need to stop forgetting. You need to stop forgetting that you don't think you have as much time as you think you do." So I've come to the divine realization, like I don't have the luxury of procrastination. I don't have the luxury of saying I don't have no money. I don't have, because all the food that I have, the bean sandwich that I just cooked, I just realized it's quite fucking delicious and quite great in protein. Um I don't have the luxury of saying, "Oh, all the beans I got, all the bread that I have, all the food that I'm eating, it's not, it came from something." And I don't have the luxury to even say I'm gonna waste my energy or waste my time or waste my feelings and waste my thoughts on talking to people. Like, one of the things I'm learning is I can't hang around dominant air signs a lot all the time, because it's like when they're all about ideas and they're not taking fucking action, or I'm around earth signs who are trying to think all day about execution, I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck do you need to talk about? Execute, my nigga." Or when I'm talking to fire signs who, like, they're all up in their fucking head, I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it always reflects back to me to be like, um you gotta cut that out in yourself, because I realize how much time they think they have, because every 30 days that rent is due, whether you agree, whether you made money or not this month. So because every 30 days you got to pay that rent, they don't give a fuck about, "Oh, you had a bad time or you were sick." They don't give a fuck. They like, "Yo, you got to pay." And Corona don't come around every 30 days. So so if you are spending your time not building, no, spending your time instead of investing your time, I realized, like, one of the things I was mad at myself for in December through a little bit towards January was, I said, "Yo, I could have spent my time differently instead of worrying about what the next man doing, talking my head off with people who are not really, or thinking about people and situations that's not really helping me, and being a victim and all this other stuff, instead of transmuting my energy into being a victor." like and coming out this shit a monster. Like I don't have the luxury to lose, you know? Um, and that's what I'm realizing. I don't have the luxury to lose because I'm on borrowed time. And I'm realizing that every single day I'm on borrowed time. And when I realize I'm on borrowed time, like if we're not talking about executing, like making bread and conquering the dominion from the spirit from inside out, there's nothing for me to talk about with you. All we're gonna talk about is ideas, or you're gonna steal my ideas, or all we're gonna talk about is like bullshit. And it comes to a point where it's like, yo, what the fuck are we talking about? If all we talked about at the end of the conversation was a group of ideas. And I realized this with air signs, like they love like just talking. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like taking action, you know? And or even the codependent water signs. So like I said, I'm on borrowed time and I gotta take it very, very seriously. And I told my friend the other day, I rather apologize than ask for permission because them bills is not gonna get paid because I was chit chatting on the phone all day. Them bills is not gonna. My food run low. It's not gonna come because I'm chilling and I'm like I can't do that anymore. I don't have that luxury no more. I'm about to be 25 years old. I don't have the luxury no more to be broke. You know, um, and I don't have the luxury. So every time you're in an eighth house or a Scorpio or North Node, or you're in very like Scorpio like situations, um, you're on borrowed time. It is not yours. Meaning at any moment, no matter how deep in the spirit you are, it can be taken. And you have to remind yourself of that. As it is getting, that's one thing I've learned on this eighth house, this Scorpio journey. As it was given, it can be taken away. Just like this laptop that I'm making this video on. At one point, I bought 3 laptops since I've been in Atlanta. As it was given, it can be taken away. Meaning like the rain falls on there, it falls on the floor, or shit. The first laptop I bought, even my friend bought for me, it just stopped. No, 2 of them just stopped working out of nowhere. It just stopped working. So as it was given, it can be taken away. I am on borrowed time and I have to take it extremely seriously.